ISK has provided me with a stepping stone into the world while making an impact with my local Kenyan community. Hi, my name is Amani, and I'm a scholarship student here at ISK. Upon reflection right now, it's been a game changer. Sometimes I don't have enough to go to trips, sometimes I even don't have enough to eat, but the school has generously helped me with that aspect and that facet of things.
Amani, one of our scholarship students, is really an exceptional student. In all my years of teaching, I have not met a student as selfless and as dedicated to helping others as he is. Amani is a great example of how one of the aspects of the Inspiration Initiative, the scholarship program, is now really affecting the service program. And I think he's a great example of somebody who has embraced everything that ISK has given him and is now giving it back. He came without any real technical knowledge, and he's now really the expert in equipment here. He's in the lab all the time. He's helping other students learn how to use the equipment. He's the leader of 3 or 4 service clubs, and these are clubs that are building community here at ISK, but also outside.
I think ISK has also taught me about real service in general. Service is actually ingrained into the curriculum itself. I've been able to start a club called Design Studio, where we run a design agency with a few students, and we use the technology that's been facilitated to us. There's Handout, where we build prosthetics from open source designs.
I am the president of the Handout Club, which is a club dedicated to using 3D printing technology to create prosthetic hands for underprivileged Kenyans. The two that we have right now are Christine and Paul. This is actually a model that we made for Christine. She doesn't have most of her forearm, but she does have her elbow joint. So we made this prosthetic, which operates when she bends her elbow, the hands will clasp, so it gives her some grasping function that she didn't have before. Paul, on the other hand, has his wrist still. So we were able to design a prosthetic specific to Paul, and it's really taught me that a hand is a lot more than just a palm and 5 fingers. It's really opportunity.
It's amazing to see students who might not have had ambitions for helping or for service, but somehow they've gotten immersed fully.
Before, I wasn't really thinking about how I could give back to the community. I just thought of myself as a student, and I was going through an academic system, and that was it. It was a bit robotic, but here it's really dynamic how people serve, how they act, how they are creative, and that's encouraged in every single aspect of life in ISK.
When you see kids staying after school because they're working on projects that are not for themselves but for the benefit of the wider Kenyan community, it really shows you the value they place on service and the value that I think the school places on service as well.
So HEART stands for Healing Through the Arts, and it's a program where ISK students interact with a local school called Shangalia in different creative and artistic activities. We always have our little name tags, and now we don't even need them because we know each other's names, so they come in running, they're screaming your name, you're screaming their names, you go in and you're just hugging everyone. It's past the point of just oh, we're working with you because it's a service project. We've really created a bond with these children, and they're our friends. Service learning projects in general are really important for students to take part in because it's a way for you to engage yourself in clubs that require you to be open-minded and come up with different ideas and be critical in your thinking, to work with a community or work with a group of people and think what can we do to make things better.
It's also amazing to see when grades below me are actually starting to gain leadership attributes.
I am the middle school representative of the club Embrace the Amazing, which works with children on the autism spectrum. I initially joined this club because my cousin brother is autistic, and I thought that by joining a club I'd understand more about what autism was. And then the passion just kind of grew. I became almost addicted to the club and these children. Service is taught at ISK from all ages. Elementary school, middle school, and high school all have this option of doing something really great for the community. Even if it doesn't mean actually going out and helping in the actual communities, ISK makes sure that every student can give back in the community in some way. They help ingrain it into our brains and eventually into our hearts.
And one thing that I find quite intriguing is the experience is real-world experience. There's students for the environment, for example, and they have already successfully banned single-use plastic at the school.
My club's role is to present the school with policy in order to make it more environmentally friendly. It's important to take part in a service learning club just because it makes you a more compassionate individual. A big contributor to our use of single-use plastics was Valentine's Cafe. These used to have plastic tops on them, so SFE made about 100 mugs, and we supplied Valentine's with these. So now when you come and get your coffee, you're going to actually be using a reusable mug.
The beauty of all of this is that it is almost 100% student-led. There is Plastique Rafiki, which deals with plastic recycling. We use open source designs to create plastic recycling machines. And we've been able to take that much further. Over the summer break, I've been able to go to Diani, and I started a plastic recycling workspace over there. And what we're able to do with Plastique Rafiki is to empower them not only to clean up their environment, but also to be profitable in the end by creating products that they can sell. What I'm doing may seem ambitious, from the support of the teachers, from the students around me who are equally talented and equally immersed into what I'm doing and what we're into. It seems very real and seems very achievable.
The IS scholarship is obviously a great opportunity for kids to take advantage of everything that ISK offers, but I also think with example with Amani, it really is amazing to see what value he's brought to the school and what he's teaching the other kids that are here. And I think whether it's just his work ethic and his just willingness to embrace everything and really take opportunity of the different clubs and things we have going on here, I think that it's infectious. It's invaluable what he brings to the school.
ISK has been more than a school to me. It's been a community that has inspired me to grow.